Hi. So this is going to be Alice's way long overdue 24-month update. She's actually over 25 months now by just a few days. But I made notes at the time, at the 24-month mark. I just didn't get to make a video. But the 23 to 24 month for Alice was huge. More changes than probably any other time in her life up till this point. So, oh my gosh. She is in kind of a crazy mood right now, so I don't know how this is going to go. But let me bring up my notes. So at her 2-year pediatrician appointment, she is 34 inches tall and 25 pounds. So she is little. She's always been, that's following her like her growth curve throughout her life. So she's always been pretty small, like in the 15th percentile, I think, for weight, and about 50% for height. So she's just about average. I have heard that if you double your kid's height at 2 years old, it should give you like roughly their adult height. So by that, she should be 5'8", but I don't think so. I think she'll probably be more like average, like 5'5", like me, something like that. Maybe 5'6", because Mike is tall. Anyway, Alice has all of her teeth. She got her very last molar in the 23rd month, so she has her full set of 20 teeth. She's been to the dentist now 3 times just for cleanings and stuff. You may be able to see behind me, she transitioned to a toddler bed around the 23-month mark. Maybe it was a little bit, I think it was a little bit before 23 months, so I may have mentioned that before. She's doing awesome in it. She really doesn't have any issues. She still naps on the floor, but she sleeps in the bed. And she is napping roughly about an hour a day, most days. So maybe 5 out of 7 days a week, something like that. So other really big things for Alice. Alice weaned about 2 weeks shy of her 2-year birthday. So 23 and a half months. We were down to 1 nursing session a day, partly because of me and the discomfort I was having with the pregnancy. We had gone down to just 1 session a day at nap time. I don't remember now. I think around 22 months. And when Alice was 23 and a half months, one day she just stopped asking. And since that time, she has only asked to nurse once when she saw a friend of hers, nursing. And she kind of reminded her, I think. And she said, she said, Mama's milk? And I said, well, I don't think that would work anymore. It's been almost a month since that time. So we are really done. I just had I was really feeling like I was ready to be done too, and I feel like she was really ready. I want to do a video about sort of like the sort of gentle weaning process that I tried to use. I think it was a little bit of self-weaning. I do really feel like she got ready, or she was at a point of being ready. Anyway, I'd like to get into more detail. The way I've been doing with videos lately, I don't know if I'm actually going to get to make that video, but I would really like to just kind of talk about our process. But anyway, I just had one maybe moment of sadness where I thought, you just never know when is going to be the last time. If that last day that she nursed, if I knew that was going to be the last day, I think I just would have, tried to preserve it in my memory a little bit better or something. The other big thing is Alice, in her 23rd month, decided that she wanted to get serious about using the potty again. So she has really kind of like stepped it up. She really just started fighting wearing diapers. If we even try to put a pre-fold on her now, she completely flips out. We can get away with some trainers, some pocket diapers when we're going out of the house for lengths of time. We did use disposables when we were on vacation last week, just kind of in being afraid of having accidents, and because we weren't going to be able to do laundry on the trip. But every day she wants to pick out underwear. She wants to wear underwear, and that's her preference. And she's probably having maybe 1 to 2 accidents a day, I'd say. She's had a couple of days with no accidents, and then she's had a couple of really bad days. But overall, she really is like expressing that interest herself and like taking it away. And every day she gets a little bit better at communicating or just doing it on her own. Because of all these big changes going on, this has really been a month of extremes. Alice has had epic tantrums. She has fought naps like crazy. She's just really, has really intense feelings about asserting herself to do certain things, which is great, that she feels that, but, obviously it sometimes causes some problems. She is also still in this phase of wanting me to do everything, not wanting Mike to do things like, you know, tuck her into bed or get her out of the car seat. Just these little things that, like, I really wish she would kind of get over that. I hope she gets over it before the new baby is here and I'm like really less able to do some of these things for her. I'm really trying to empathize with her and, you know, give her that that extra attention that she needs from me right now, since that's what she's wanting, and kind of like support her through all these changes. But it can be a little bit draining to be like the one person who has to do everything. Alice's sense of humor is really starting to shine. She's getting a lot more affectionate, like choosing to be affectionate, choosing that she wants to give people kisses and hugs and that kind of stuff. For the second time in her whole life since the newborn phase, she fell asleep on me once, just sort of like resting against me, and she fell asleep. I know a lot of kids do that like on a daily basis, but Alice has only done it as a total fluke. She's just always been very kind of like physically independent when she's going to sleep. But it was like a dream for me to realize that she had like dozed off. She was sort of like laying on my lap. It was pretty cool. Her language is really, you know, taken another leap. And what I haven't mentioned in the past couple of months is that her Spanish is also getting pretty good. I think her level of understanding is quite good. If we hear people speaking Spanish, you know, in public, I always ask her in Spanish if she understands, and she always says yes. I don't know if she really does or not, but she will respond in Spanish. If I say entiende, she'll say sí. She will ask me, she does some, for language people, she does some like code switching. So if we're playing on the chalkboard, she'll ask me to write dos C's, or, you know, something like that. She'll point out letters and say, dos O's, you know, something like that. Also, she will say, if you ask her, ¿te gusta algo? She, you know, ¿te gusta something? Then she responds, me gusta, sí me gusta, something like that. Pretty cool. Also, if you just ask her, ¿estás bien? Like, are you okay? She says sí. So she is all getting that just from other kids, from her teachers at school, a little bit from me. I mean, I tried to expose her when she was younger. We have books in Spanish, and I talked to her a little bit, but I know it's definitely coming mostly just from like the community. I'm just going to throw out some of her favorite activities at this age just for posterity. She loves going to story time at the library. We go at least once a week. She loves being with the other kids. She's learned all the little songs and, you know, hand motions and that kind of stuff. She is a whiz at puzzles. She loves building towers and Legos and that kind of stuff. She's gotten really into I Spy books. You know, books where you're looking for a certain object or something. She's really, really very visual. And I think I'm a fairly visual person, and Mike is very, very visual. He's the artist. So I think she is inclined that way. Definitely doing a lot more pretending. She has like a little doll stroller that she'll push her little friends around in. You know, she's more deliberate with like pretend cooking. If I'm cooking soup, then she will get her little soup pot and actually put vegetables in it and pretend like she's also making soup. The sandbox is a perennial favorite. We play in there every day. I always say it's like her therapy. If all else fails, we just put her in the sandbox and, you know, her whole mood improves. We did find her a little, like a little Tykes, little plastic slide sort of thing that you know, just climb up and slide down, like a little castle at a secondhand store. So she has an extra activity to do in the backyard now. She does watch a little bit more TV than I ever intended her to at this age, but we do try to limit it. Well, we do limit it. She just watches what's on PBS or PBS shows on Netflix. So part of the morning routine is she wakes up early. She wakes up at like 6:30, and when Mike and I are getting ready for work and getting her ready and feeding her breakfast and that kind of stuff, she will watch PBS shows. Favorites being Curious George, Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood, and Sesame Street. That is pretty much a snapshot of Alice at 2 years old. As I've said before, I do plan to stop doing these monthly updates now. This has been the only one where I've done it off of schedule. Every other monthly update has been like right when she turns, you know, that next month. So I really feel like it's just time to do something a little bit different. We'll still do our day in the life videos. I will be doing monthly updates for the new baby so we can kind of compare and also just, you know, track changes over time. With Alice, I'm going to do some sort of like, you know, some special little interviews and try to get her a little bit more involved, maybe choosing some of the things she wants to share, and then maybe do like 6-month updates on sort of more like bigger milestones, something like that. Overall, Mike and I are really loving having a 2-year-old. She is just this independent, smart little girl that makes us laugh every day. I know that there's sort of like some sort of saying out there, but it always comes to my mind lately that the days are long, the hours are long, but you know, the weeks and the months go so fast, the years go so fast. I'm always exhausted at the end of the day, and at the end of the week, I'm thinking, how did 5 days or 7 days already go by, you know? And just month after month, it's like that. It's just like time just keeps speeding up, and there's no stopping it. But I really do try to just savor, you know, every step along the way. I thank you so much, all of you who have watched her grow up and, you know, been with us through this whole 2 years. Want to show your naked self? Let me see you. Oh, Alice lost her clothes. My big girl. How old are you, Alice?
2.
Wow. What's your name?
Ow.
Wow. You want to sing ABCs?
I visit.
What about Twinkle Twinkle? You sing Twinkle Twinkle?
No.
Shy. Say bye-bye, crazy girl.
Bye.
Hi.
No dog.
Oh, bye-bye.